Hello, how are you? Hi. Yes. November 19th, 2012, which is 8 years ago for those of you that are having a little trouble figuring out the math. 8 years ago was my last drink, my last drug, and my last cigarette. 8 years. I did it. 8 years. I still got a few more years to go. But, man, what an awesome difference. What an awesome difference. Before and after. What an awesome difference in life. I'm not going to say life is perfect, because it's not. I still struggle with things. Life is life. Life in America. Third world problems. But, man, it's so much better than it was, bro. So much better. I'd like to thank everyone who's had a part of my recovery. My mom and dad, my biggest supporters. Dana, my children, just for hanging out and waiting for me, waiting for me to be the man that I always knew that I could be. I still got some work to do. Like I said, I'm not golden. Silverish, sparkles of gold, but we're not where we want to be, but we're far from where we were. Yes, 8 years. 8 years sobriety. Continuous sobriety. Not just like here and there sobriety, Not just one day there, next day, maybe here, maybe there. No, I'm talking about every day. Nights and weekends too. Holidays, all that. Every day. Every day I've been sober for 8 years. I would like to do the math on that. How many days sober is that? That's a lot, because it's 1 day at a time. 1 day. How did I do it? 1 day at a time. 1 day at a time. Of course, it turns into weeks, and weeks turns into months, and months turns into years. But that's just like with everything else. But yeah, I'm in a good spot. I'm in a good spot in my sobriety. I still struggle here. I still struggle inside of this big old thing. I still worry. I still stress. I still require approval. And I struggle with my identity, in my house and in my Christianity, and not my sexuality. I'm pretty much straight on that. So, yeah. Am I good enough? Am I worth enough? All the things that people question in their everyday life. Life is still life. Life is still life. But I don't deal with it with a beer in my hand. Or, or a drug or a cigarette. I deal with life on life's terms as it comes. I don't try to get too far ahead of myself, and I don't ever try to play catch up from behind. I just kind of take it as it comes, man. As it comes, roll with the punches. Have a good game plan, try to stick to it. But you never know when opportunity's gonna come, man. Just keep doing the right things, the next right things. Make a few bad choices, make a couple really good choices, and next thing you know, opportunity comes. Good opportunity comes, you recognize it as such, take advantage of it. Hey, man, it happens, man. It happens. Save some money along the way. Meet a beautiful girlfriend. Hi, Dana. Have some people look at. I was even called a role model once. I don't know how that can be. I went from having a needle in my arm to being a role model. Hey, but whatever, it takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. I did it. 8 years. Pretty proud of myself. I did all that hard work and all that leg work so that way one day I can make me an 8-year sobriety video. And here it is. Here's my 8-year sobriety video. Jeez, I did it. Not really a big feat though, but a lot of people don't make it this far. A lot of people don't make it past a couple of days, a couple of hours, a couple of minutes, It takes a strong desire to go 8 years sober, especially from where I was at. People who know me can attest to you that I was in piss poor shape, mentally, spiritually, physically. Man, I was about to go to prison. I went to prison. I was not in a good spot in my life. And to bounce back to where I have the attitude that I have now, man, it took a lot. A strong desire to turn my life around with the help of God, who is my higher power, And I've done everything. I've made all the good stuff. I've made all the right steps. I've done all the legwork. I've done counseling and therapy and meetings and Celebrate Recovery and NA and AA. I even had acupuncture done on my ear a couple, 3 or 4 times. Just shit. You ever had that done? It's really awesome, man. It really soothes you. It really calms. It's a very calming thing. Calm me right on down in my moments of stress. Yeah, so 8 years, man. 8 years. 8 years. And the rest of my life to go. I'm one of those guys that made the decision and drew the the line in the sand. The line is to represent the place I'm not going to cross. I'm not going to cross that line. I'm one of those never going to use again guys. And it starts here. It's a made up mind. A lot of it is an addiction, and a lot of it is a disease, and a lot of it is but after you get past all that, after you get past the physical and the mental addictive part of it, it becomes a mindset. And I've just set my mind on better things. I've set my mind on that is foolishness, that is child stuff, that is stuff that I've already done in my life that I don't wish to do again. It's like parachute pants. Who wants to wear parachute pants again? Come on. They were really cool whenever they were around, though, huh? Cut for them then. Shoot, parachute pants ain't where it's at. Drug addiction is not where it's at. Alcoholism is not where it's at. Trust me, you'll get there. You'll get there. If you're there right now, hopefully you'll come out of it. And once you come out of it, you'll see, man, you'll say to yourself, like I said to myself, what kind of fool was I? Why did I do that for so long? Why did I waste so much life doing that, man? Why did I waste so much energy, and why did I focus all my attention on that, There wasn't a week, there wasn't a day, there wasn't a second, there wasn't a minute that went by that I wasn't trying to get high. If I wasn't high, I was trying to get high. If I didn't have the money for it, I was trying to get the money for it. You know what I'm saying? I was surrounding myself with people that had it, that I could rely on, to help me out in my times of need. Man, what a lifetime ago. What a lifetime ago. What a difference. What a difference in life. The guys the other week were trying to get me to have a couple of beers with them. I'm like, no. Are you insane? Done that. As harmless as it is in their life, I mean, all you gotta do is hit the rewind button on mine. You'll see how harmless it is in my life. It's not. It's dangerous. Very dangerous to see me drunk. If you ever see me drunk on the street, go ahead and just put a bullet in my head, because I've already committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual suicide. Here I come. I'm not gonna do it though. I've already made up my mind. I've already made too many steps in life to go back. So, made up mind, bro. Here it is. I made it up. Now, I don't always have my life isn't perfect. I mean, you're probably thinking, well, 8 years sobriety, but this dude's got it going on. It's perfect in his life. It's not. Life's not perfect. Perfection is a matter of opinion. I might think that my life is perfect, but you looking in on my life, you'll never ever think that it's perfect, and you'll probably never even see the success that I have. Live in a small house, drive a little truck, have a little job, I mean, I'm not driving Ferraris, living in a mansion. I don't have that kind of success, but I do have peace and joy. A lot of peace and a lot of joy. A lot of joy and a lot of peace on some days, not every day's full with peace and joy, I'm just not walking around just throwing up roses and sniffing rose petals, and it's not like that. It's a struggle. Life is a struggle. But reaching for that next drink is not the solution to my problem. Reaching for that next high is not the solution to life's problems. Reaching to God is the solution to those problems. Being self-aware is the solution to those problems. Knowing yourself and what you're capable of is key, very key, vital to your sobriety. Know what you're capable of. Good and bad. Know yourself, Test yourself. But don't drink. Inventory yourself. Look at yourself. Examine yourself. Trust yourself. And look to God for the strength to do it. Hey man, 8 years. That was my 10 minutes. Summing up 8 years of sobriety in 10 minutes. Easy peasy, bro. I love it. Love sobriety, man. Wish you the best. God bless you.